Photos are lying to you, and here's how to tell. Ever walk into a house and think, wait a second, this is nothing like what the photos look like? Yeah, I've been there too. Too many times. Today I want to talk about why that happens. Why listing photos can be so misleading. I've seen every camera trick in the book, and when buyers fall for them, it usually leads to wasted time and big letdowns. So let's break it down. Section 1, tricks in the camera bag. All right, first up, the classic wide angle lens. It's like magic. Takes a tight little living room and suddenly makes it feel like you could host a wedding reception in there. But in person, you're bumping elbows if more than 2 people are inside. Then there's lighting, overexposed windows, turn up the brightness, shadows gone. It all makes the space look bigger and fresher than it really is. And don't even get me started on the filters. I once saw dead grass turn into a golf course green in listing photos. True story. One time I brought clients to a home, they loved it online. Living room looked huge, but when we got there, it was a tiny box. The agent had taken the photo through the window from outside the glass, which gave it depth. But in reality, you can barely fit a couch in there. That's when my clients looked at me and said, seriously, Paul? Why'd you bring me? I said, yep, seriously. I tried telling you guys before we came. You wanted to see it anyways. That's why we're here. Section number 2, what photos can't show you. Even the best camera can't tell you how the home feels or smells. I walked into a home once with buyers, looked beautiful online. First thing we noticed was a smell, that deep smell of cigarettes. I mean, it was soaked into the carpet, into the walls, probably even the fridge and the appliances. None of that shows up in the photos. Or how about the road noise? You won't hear that honking carpool traffic from the photos, but you'll definitely hear it from the back bedroom. And layout, don't get me started. You see a photo of a gorgeous kitchen, then arrive and realize there's no dining room. It was converted into a giant playroom or something else entirely. Photos are great for highlights, but they won't show the weird flow or the awkward hallways. Section 3, the missing photos, red flag. You know when something's off, right? Like when the listing skips showing the bathrooms. If there are only 2 bedrooms shown in a 4-bedroom house, you have to ask why. Or every photo is taken from a corner angle, trying to space or stretch the space out even further. When you see furniture that looks like dollhouse props, that's when you know the place is probably a little tight squeeze. These tricks don't mean the home is bad. They're like a flashing light saying, go see this in person before you fall in love. Section 4, honesty wins. Now let's flip the script. Good photos still matter, but honest photos, that's where the trust comes in. I had a listing in Fremont once. House had a fantastic layout, solid bones, but the backyard, it was pretty rough. Patchy lawn, lots of weeds, and we didn't hide it. We did clean up a bit, added a few chairs, outdoor carpet, and took photos that showed the truth. Guess what? Multiple offers because people trusted what they saw. Buyers don't need perfection, they need real. Section 5, one that almost got away. Let me tell you about a buyer I worked with last year. She was scrolling listings and came across one with dark, grainy photos. Honestly, it looked like a storage unit. She passed on it twice, but something about the description had me curious. So I asked her to give it a shot and check it out with me. We got there and it was beautiful. Open floor plan, vaulted ceilings, sunlight, natural light everywhere. Turns out the seller used an old camera phone in bad lighting. No pro photography, no staging, just bad angles. She ended up buying the house, offer accepted that same night. She was almost ready to skip her dream home over bad pictures. Section 6, how can you stay ahead? Here's the takeaway. Don't trust the photos alone. Make a short list of the homes you want to go tour in person. If you're not sure, ask your agent to preview it for you, or FaceTime you, or do a WhatsApp video. And most importantly, go with your gut. When you step inside of a home, that's what's going to tell you if it's the right energy for you. Photos can sell the dream, but the showings tell the truth. If you've ever fallen for a listing photo lie, you're not alone. It happens to even the most experienced buyers and agents. But if you know what to look for, you won't waste time chasing a mirage. Help my small business out, hit like and subscribe if this was helpful. And as always, be good to each other and cheers.